The United States is full of eye-catching scenery across a wide variety of beautiful landscapes. Of all the ways to experience the majestic U.S. of A., many would argue that the very best is by train. Welcome to Outdoor Culture, and these are the top 5 most breathtaking train rides you can take in the United States. Alaska Denali Star. Up first today is the Alaska Denali Star. The flagship of the Alaska Railroad is a busy bee during the summer months. Each day it makes the 12-hour, 356-mile journey from Anchorage to Fairbanks. Crossing south central and interior Alaska, the trek takes passengers through some of the most picturesque parts of the last frontier, displaying the state's many rivers, mountain ranges, and flatlands. As the train crosses the Knik River, the Chugach Mountains provide a breathtaking backdrop like no other. Later down the track, a 296-foot bridge provides a breathtaking view of the famous Hurricane Gulch. And on a clear day, if you're lucky, you might catch a sight of the train's namesake, Denali, standing tall, watching over the Susitna River. From start to finish, the Anchorage to Fairbanks ride on the Alaska Denali Star is not only one of the most beautiful trips in the United States, but possibly the whole world. Coast Starlight. The Amtrak train system is often known as a commuter line. However, they boast some of the most surprisingly beautiful trips in the country. One such ride is the Coast Starlight ride from Seattle to Los Angeles. The train is popular for tourists and commuters alike, carrying an average of 338,000 passengers annually along the 1,300-mile ride along the West Coast. Not only was it the first passenger rail line to travel the length of the coast, but the journey displays some of the most breathtaking views in the entire lower United States. Every day, the train passes through the tranquil Santa Barbara, the lively San Francisco Bay, the awe-inspiring Cascade Mountains, all the way up to the majestic visions of the Pacific Northwest. The Coast Starlight connects all the major hubs along the westernmost edge of the country, providing a scenic representation of the glory and wonder that brought settlers west all those years ago. For our money, the Starlight ride belongs on everyone's bucket list. Cape Cod Central Railroad. Sometimes a beautiful train ride is just as much about the amazing things on the train as outside it. The Cape Cod Central Railroad is one of these experiences. The train carries travelers along a path mostly accessible only by rail, crossing misty marshes, lush cranberry bogs, sandy dunes, and more. The historic rail line provides narrated day trips, turning an everyday train ride into an exciting guided tour through the history of the region. The narrated trips teach passengers about how cranberries are grown and harvested and the storied history of the canal. On the weekends, they have brunch rides, complete with coffee, everyone's favorite mimosas, and a live jazz trio serenading the cars. During the holiday season, the railroad puts on a full Polar Express experience. The trip lasts an hour and a half, and families can take a round trip to the North Pole to meet Santa. This is a full immersion experience, with the soundtrack of the beloved film playing throughout the journey, as the conductor travels around the car punching tickets and keeping the holiday spirit alive. During the rest of the year, the rail line provides trips to various parts of the region, so whether you want to see nature untouched by civilization or the excitement of people watching in the metro area is more your speed, the Cape Cod Central Railroad has a trip for you. If you're looking for a ride that has just as much excitement on the train as there is out the window, we recommend giving this trip a try. Do you want to travel but aren't sure where to start? Are you looking for vacation ideas? Do you like seeing majestic views from the comfort of your own home? Well, we can help you with all of that. Give that subscribe button a love tap and have all your travel suggestions brought straight to you by the mighty power of the internet. Speaking of, let's get into our next unmissable American train ride. The Empire Builder. Up next, Amtrak once again brings us a breathtaking long-distance trip across the country. This time, however, we're hopping on a train car in Chicago and getting off in Portland. As far as the number of different landscapes on display in a single trip, the Empire Builder might just take the cake. Starting out on the shores of Lake Michigan, the trek carries passengers along much of the Lewis and Clark Trail, crossing the powerful Mississippi River and through the Twin Cities. From there, it travels through the Dakotas and Big Sky Country in Montana, along the way passing the northern Great Plains and the majestic Glacier National Park, slipping through the Rocky Mountains and landing in the evergreen Pacific Northwest. The Empire Builder is the busiest long-distance trip on the books with Amtrak, clocking in at over 2,000 miles. While it definitely takes dedication, the experience is worth every single minute. Pacific Surfliner. Traveling back to the West Coast, we have the Pacific Surfliner. The Surfliner is dedicated to displaying the laid-back grandeur of SoCal, providing trips that explore the wild world of Los Angeles, the mesas and missions of San Juan, and all the vibrant life in between. There is something for everyone on this rail line. Rather than being a single straight shot, the Surfliner is a series of trips one can take across the Southern California countryside, making every ride a new experience. While some of the rides on this list are once-in-a-lifetime experiences, we highly suggest you give the Surfliner at least a couple of tries. You can hit all the big spots like San Jose, LA, and Anaheim, and explore all the nooks and crannies along the way, like the boardwalk at Oceanside, the wineries of San Luis, and the beaches in Ventura. If you want to get to know SoCal, this is the best way to do it. Are there any breathtaking American train rides we should cover? What is your top US train ride? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.